I'm Lee-Lon. I am a songwriter, singer, going worldwide. I've been singing all my life. I was in church growing up, classical training in choir every single year except for the second half of 8th grade because she kicked me out because I was too grumpy and it was first period. Who wants choir in first period? Getting to this point now has been like a staircase. I've always viewed this type of career in this industry as a stepping stone. You know, it's always building a foundation until you get to the top of your pyramid, you know. Went from small minor shows to start the paid shows from the campus and then going to festivals and tour hopping and now doing my own tours and writing for other artists. I work with plenty of people around the city, a few people in the nation, and done shows everywhere from the likes of Chameleon to Paul Wall to Propane and other rappers around the city, and that's rappers. And then on top of that, I've been writing for other writers groups and submitting music through these guys and getting ghost placements on certain records thus far and just building from here. Back in 2011 was the first time I released anything. Wrote my first song, produced my first song, put that song out, and life kind of happened a little too fast. I started to realize the song was called Maybe. I ended up shooting the video with Eastboro Films. Things kind of just took off from there. It was unlimited gigs and just a lot of notoriety and exposure around the city and the state and nationally for about 3 years. And I was off the same song that I put out, which was really cool. It was like a gift. I will not say a curse though, because to know that the first song that I ever created has gotten me this far without being able to, be as consistent as I wanted to be back then in the studio and, balancing things while I'm, building my team and career and things along those lines. It's a blessing to see that one song can take you so far. And imagine when you record 1,000. The first project was I Am the Pre-Line, and sonically it was very creative and I pushed boundaries on my own thought process, and I was writing stories and things. Deprived EP is more of a fun take on a lighter side of my mind. I feel like the industry is deprived of a lot of bright character. It's a lot of darkness out here. A lot of people are trying to follow the mold of what they feel the new superstar is supposed to be instead of just following exactly who they are, the great person within themselves. And after that, it's I Am the Lee-Lon, the LP. And that's a story about me. My influences range. Stevie Wonder, I'll say Bilal, Maxwell, D'Angelo. Then I can go over to like Dave Matthews Band, Maroon 5, Jason Mraz, artists like that, man. I love the bubbly, great sound. I love positivity. And then I also like my extremely funky soul type of producers, like my Timbalands and Pharrells and Dr. Dre's, and the list goes on. The day I can come back from a worldwide tour that I didn't even perform at, but the artists who performed probably 6 to 8 songs worldwide that I've written, that's when I know I'm doing something. When I'm able to bring back portions of what I'm worth back to the city in a way that I'm giving. I want to be able to give, I want to be able to create my own foundation. Not just a foundation for my career. I'm talking about a foundation like the Lee-Lon Foundation, helping out like ankylosing spondylitis victims. I want to help people, man. It's too many people in the industry that I feel are not utilizing their roles properly. Like, you're making so much money and you're doing so many things. If you are giving back behind the scenes, I think that's even better than doing it to be seen. That's the best way, in my opinion. But do it in a way that it's going to truly help the world build. Like, build a person's life. I'm not trying to enable anybody. I'm not trying to just put money in people's hands and be like, hey, I gave you something, and then they mess around and do the wrong thing with it. Do it like when I can come back to HISD and rebuild a school or two or five, that's when I know I'm doing something right. Power is not standing over somebody waving my nuts on them. You know what I'm saying? Power is getting somebody to a point where they can be higher than me.